Look at this potter. He has been sitting here working hard for years in Beijing. I'm going to show you a lot more men and women artisans practicing their traditional crafts next on Martin Yan's China. Beijing, whose name means Northern Capital, is one of the world's most modern cities. But it's also China's imperial capital for 1,000 years. And it is filled with reminders of China's ancient history and handicrafts. From carpet weaving to silk embroidery to jade carving, the Baigongfang Craft Center is a great place to see how Chinese master artisans keep centuries-old traditions alive. Not often you see a man embroiderer. It's normally a lady doing all of this. But you know what? This gentleman, Mr. Yu, he's the fourth generation, the imperial tailor. And his grandfather and great-grandfather actually is the imperial tailor in the imperial palace. Now, Mr. Yu, Master Yu, still continue this traditional craft. And this is all the wonderful things that he has created. And he is considered to be one of the most well-respected, most skilled silk embroidery master in China today. This exquisite fabric almost looks like a painting, but it's Beijing-style Jinxio embroidery, an ancient technique using threads of real gold and silver. And the dragons tell you who the owner was, because only one person in all of China could wear them. Talking about expensive fashion, this is probably the most expensive outfit you have ever seen. This is the Imperial Empress outfit. Look at this. And the color of yellow that represents power in China. Look at this. 9 different dragons. This is the one that the emperor put it on when they received the most important guest. And this is the Long Pao. That means the emperor's dress. Emperor's outfit. And you know what? His grandfather actually made this for the emperor. Isn't it amazing? It takes 2.5 years. The master actually create a pattern, a design, and then the master would follow the pattern and do it. And it takes 50 days. Wow. I don't think I would have that patience. Master Yu's workshop is just one of the places at Baigongfang where the secrets of ancient craftsmanship are being kept alive. Hey, look at this beautiful piece of green rock. Actually, all the precious jade can be made from this piece of precious rock. This thing costs almost 1 million RMB. Amazing, from Burma. Yang 师傅你好. This is Master Yang. He's one of the most respected, most talented, most skilled jade carver in Beijing. And he's going to turn this piece of stone, green stone, into work of art. A lot of very expensive, very beautiful jade pieces. Master Yang has been doing this for over 30 years. He started when he was 19 years old. Look at that. Fascinating. This piece, he said, it takes about 1 week to 2 weeks to do. Amazing. Right? Some pieces takes about 2 or 3 months to do. You need a very steady hand. Total control. Otherwise, you ruin it. Look at this. So far, it's not even half done. Look at the color. The same piece of stone, different colors, isn't it? Very unique. Look at that. This is bamboo. This bamboo leaf. Hey, bamboo, the panda's favorite. Look at that. Jade is considered to be one of the most precious stones among the Chinese, because in the old days, only the emperor and the imperial palace can afford to have jade. And this is my favorite piece in the whole place. You know why? Because it is a Napa cabbage. I love it. Looks so real. It is actually making my mouth water. Imperial embroidery, priceless jade, and now, time for a magic carpet ride. Oh, look at this. Factory showroom of one of the most amazing carpet factory. Look at this. This alone, probably about 100 of them. Look at this masterpieces. This is the Silk Roll. From the Middle East to India, finally to China. This is depict the Silk Roll. And then here is spring marketplace, the spring market gathering. And of course, there are a lot more. All of these are famous paintings from the museum. One of these carpets can take up to 2 years to make because each little silk thread is knotted by hand. The tradition goes back to the days of the Silk Road. That's why Oriental rugs come from everywhere between China and the Middle East. Of all the carpet that you see in the market, silk carpet is probably the most expensive. Now this master craftsman, this young lady is doing a silk carpet. In front of her, there's a pattern, and she's following that pattern and do exactly what that pattern is. It's absolutely amazing. Amazing detail, true craftsmanship, and of course, a lot of patience. When you're in Beijing, I hope you will check out the Baigongfang Craft Center and bring home some beautiful treasures. But the real treasure here are the craft people, the talented men and women who have devoted their entire lives to preserving the ancient arts of China. Fish, fresh fish. Okay, I score this at an angle like this. Look at this. I open it up all the way. Score it, open it up at an angle all the way. And then I hold onto this and I cut this along the bone, the backbone. And I cut this along the backbone. And I am going to slightly dredge it a little bit with egg wash and salt and pepper, okay? And I put a tiny bit of salt. And then I put tiny bit of egg wash. You see, this is the egg wash, okay? I put this and I push this and I have this right here. This is the easiest way to do. Big brush it around and then turn it to the other side. Once again, one, inside out. And then I use some flour and I dry coat it a little bit inside particularly. Inside, outside. And then you put it over to the other side. Inside, outside, and in between. Now this is a very interesting technique. Everybody should learn, okay? Here I have a little ladle and I rest my fish right over here. Look at that. Look at this, how interesting. And I will put this, I hold on to this, the tail, okay? Don't let go. And I put this and I press this down and I go, look at this. And then not only that, look at this, I have a ladle here. I'm making this wonderful Imperial Sweet and Sour Fish. The fish fillet actually open up, look at that, on both sides. On both sides they open up. Now this technique is exclusively Chinese technique. Once I have this, I'm going to carefully slide the fish into the hot oil right over here and let it finish. This is how easy it is. Now, while we're doing that, we're going to make the sauce, okay? Here, I have some soy sauce and I have some ketchup, sugar, and vinegar. Very easy to make homemade sweet and sour sauce. You put this right over here, okay? Very, very simple, okay? And then put a tiny bit of water or broth. Okay? And then we will take it and very nice. Oh, look at this. And then in the meantime, we'll bring it to a boil. If you like kind of spicy food, hey, how about a few drops of chili oil? How about some soy sauce? Give that nice balance of flavor. And I bring this to a boil. We're going to cut up some yellow bell pepper. Look at it. Look. And put it over here. And then I cut this up very small pieces. And cut it up, cut. You continue to cut. And then you line them all up. This is how you save time. Very, very fast. Very, very efficient, very fast, very uniform. This is the yellow pepper. I also have red pepper right over there. But I happen to have a wonderful mango. So I want to show you how easy it is to cut this mango too. Look at this. Cut this mango. Look at that. Beautiful, fresh mango. You use your knife. You just go 1, 2, 3. Okay? Look at this. You can actually open it up like that. Look at beautiful. You can actually scoop out all of these. Look at that. Beautiful. Diced mango is for you. Diced mango right over here. And let us check it out. Look at that, the whole thing. The dragon. The tail should just kind of stick out. Look at how beautiful. I'm going to take it over there. I'm going to finish the sauce, okay? We're going to finish the sauce. And I put all the wonderful pepper and also mango right in here, okay? Mango and pepper. Look at this. Let me taste. Perfect. And I thicken this up, okay? Thicken this up. Beautiful. Look at that. This is amazing. And then get the fish and serve it. We put the fish right on top of here. Look at that. I cannot believe it's so beautiful. It is standing up, okay? Put a tiny bit of cilantro because you know what? This is truly a wonderful dish served in imperial banquet, you know? Okay? And then we put this right here, right in the middle. Look at this. Right in the middle. This is absolutely gorgeous. Just enough, okay? Don't overdo anything, okay? And then, of course, this is just like a seaweed. Put it on the side. Garnishing is actually quite important, okay? And I also use a tiny, tiny bit of this fresh pineapple, sprinkle it around. This is beautiful. I like fresh stuff, okay? And then sprinkle a tiny bit of chive. And then sesame seed. Look at that. This is more imperial than you can ever imagine. And this is the beautiful Imperial Sweet and Sour Fish. Next, we're going to explore more of Beijing and cook a wonderful dish called Seared Steak Rolls. In an ancient city like Beijing, you can expect a lot of ancient stuff. This is Antique Street. People from around the world come over here to collect their favorite antiques. Look at antiques of all kinds, from different dynasties.
Some of these vases are hundreds of years old.
This little one from the Ming Dynasty. You know what? It doesn't matter how small, how big. The small one can be more expensive than the big one. It depends on how old, how ancient the piece is.
There are all kinds of crafts on this old street. Sometimes they are right on the street.
Hey, here's a street artist, choreographer. Let me explain to you. These are actually, let me see. Good fortune, longevity, good health, and peace.
Makes me want to try it myself, and I know just the place to go.
Hey, brushes, more brushes. I'm going to practice my choreography. I think this one and this one will be good. This one will be good. I'm going to pick up a few of these and practice. It's a nice street to walk around. Antique, everywhere, choreography. Hey, look at all these old structures. Look at the skill, patience, concentration. This gentleman is an artist, a stone carving artist, carving chops. You cannot make one single mistake. Otherwise, gone, kaput, wasted.
A chop is a Chinese personal signature stamp used on all sorts of documents. And artists use chops too, just like a signature.
Look at all this beautiful brush painting. And this is the master. Look at how he used the paint and used the Chinese brush, painting the boat. It looks very easy. Look at the way he controlled his brush. The brush is very soft. And you got to have total control of the brush. Each stroke is a master stroke. Now, have a tiny bit of leaves. The use of color, the control of the brush. It takes years to develop this skill. Big brush with ink. Now, this is the Chinese choreography. The first word is to observe. The second word is ocean. Then the third word is to listen. You stand on the ocean side, look at the ocean, and you listen to the waves pounding at you. How exciting can that get? That is what it means. Now finally, the signature chop to identify this is his painting. Red chop, press it very hard. Wow, masterpiece. Let me once again, translation. Guanhai, look at the ocean. Listen, Ting Tao. Looking at the ocean, listening to the big waves. Ah, how calming. Choreography by Master Fu. Now, I want to show you how to make a wonderful dish that I learned from the chef in Beijing, a pan-seared beef roll, or call it steak roll. You can use chicken, you can use lamb, you can use beef, okay? You can put a tiny bit of garlic and ginger, okay? And saute the vegetable. Ah, look at this. I slide the whole thing down here. I have carrot, daikon, I have red bell pepper, I have chive, I have enoki mushroom. Saute. Use a chopstick. Saute this. Put a tiny bit of pepper, tiny bit of sesame seed oil, and you have it. You don't have to cook it too long. Just lightly cook this. Look at this. Lightly cook this. Put a tiny bit of homemade soup stock. No, okay. And I put a tiny bit of light soy sauce. Oh, this is beautiful. It's done. We shut it off, and we slide the whole thing down like this. Let it cool down a little bit, okay? And use the same knife, and you cut a piece of beef. We're going to slice this thin slice. Beautiful thin slice, like that. Look at that. Isn't it nice? Nice and thin, like this, okay? And we'll marinate this over here. We'll marinate this. We'll marinate this. Now, if I have time, I'll marinate it for about 2 hours, okay? This has been marinated for 2 hours. You can see the color. This is fresh, and this has been marinated for about 2 hours. The color actually permeate. The flavor also permeate. And then we're going to put this and turn this upside down. I'll show you how. I have one piece, and I have some chopstick, and I put all of these wonderful ingredients right inside here. All this beautiful ingredient, green and yellow, all kind of thing. Enoki mushroom. Put them all together like this, okay? It's already flavor. And then you fold it, and you fold it, and you fold it tight. Fold it very tight. Look at this. I use a chopstick to fold it. Work of art, culinary art. Huh? Once you finish that, you use a little skewer. Hold on to this, poke it out, push it back, push it out, and then you have this beautiful, nice and wonderful. I'm going to pan fry this over here. Put a tiny, tiny bit of oil. Look at that. Ah, a tiny bit of oil. Beautiful. Just enough oil. And then I use a little tong. Yeah. And I put 1, 2. Slice it. Beautiful. Line them all up. Line them all up. Line them all up. Ah, look at this. It doesn't take too long. Now let me show you. It doesn't take nice and golden brown. Look at this. I can guarantee you, nice and golden brown. Look at that. Beautiful golden brown. Beautiful golden brown. Turn it upside down. Turn it upside down. Look at that.
You don't even have to cover it. This is how beautiful this is. And then you add a tiny bit of seasoning, a tiny bit of broth. We're going to make a little sauce and let it braise a little bit, okay? Tiny bit of broth, a tiny bit of, wine, okay? And a tiny bit of oyster flavor sauce, okay? Oyster flavor sauce. Just enough, okay? And to make it a little bit east-west, I use a tiny bit of butter. A little bit of butter, give that really nice flavor to it, okay? Very unique. As you go along, make sure you turn them upside down, turn them around 90 degree, 180 degree, nice and golden brown on all sides. Look at this, beautiful golden brown like this. And reduction of sauce, okay? And then we will take this out, okay? Let it, put it right here, this is done. And then we'll let it sit aside for a little while because we'll have to cut it, okay? In the meantime, we're gonna reduce this with a tiny bit of wine reduction, okay? More wine. If you want, more butter, okay? This is beautiful. Just the right amount. You don't even have to use any cornstarch. If you want, you can use a teeny tiny bit of cornstarch, okay? Not necessary. And then we're gonna put it in a little saucer like this, okay? Look at that. Put it right here. Dribbling right in here. This is the beautiful sauce that we can use, okay? And this is sizzling beef. And I am gonna put this right over here, right over here. And I want to show you why I said work of art. Remove the skewer. Make sure you don't bite into it, okay? And then you cut an angle, 45 degree. Didn't I say that? Work of art? And I say work of art, it is culinary art. The inside is still nice and pink. Get some rice, carrot rice, right here in the middle. And then I line this up. Look at this. I line this up. Beautiful. Line them all up like this. This is truly a work of art. Okay? And then finally, the truly beautiful sauce, pan seared beef or steak roll. I am not kidding. If you want to make it look beautiful, you can put a tiny bit of this in between. This is the onion flour that one day I will show you how to do it because it's so easy to do. Everybody can do it. And finally, tiny bit of sesame seed, black and white. Put it right on top. You know what? You have absolutely work of art, pan seared beef roll. I said, if Yan can cook Beijing style, so can you. 再见。